This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome everybody to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world according to former WWE superstar, ECW original, and co-star of the London Film Critics Best Picture winner, the wrestler, the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, arrested and feeling better, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie! What's on your mind?
Icicles. Fucking icicles are on my mind because Philadelphia is 14 fucking degrees right now, and not too happy about it.
No, dude. This sucks, man. I have not seen grass in, I think, a week and a half. It's cold, dude. It sucks out here.
I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit longer too, but brother, we got nailed last Sunday.
We did.
The fucking storm in the Northeast. A fucking idiot I am. I was like, Saturday me and Mrs. Meanie went out and bought our meal rations for the blizzard that was coming. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fuck this. I'm going to park under 95. Because we went out early enough that like I could probably go down there, get a fucking spot.
Yeah.
And so, we get the groceries home. I was like, I'll run it down a little bit. And then a little bit became, you know what? It might be too late to go down there, and so you get fucking blasted with the fucking storm, and every car on my fucking block was fucking snowed the fuck in. So, Monday I was like, all right, let me try to go out and do some stuff. Couldn't move my fucking car. Fucking Tuesday, it's like, all right. Gonna give us another shot. Go out. Can't move my fucking car. So Wednesday, I was like, I absolutely need to get some shit done. And I go out and I go out there with the shovel. And at the same time, my neighbor next door comes out with a shovel and one of those shovels that looks like a fucking like a spade kind of thing, like the real sharp fucking shovel.
Yeah.
And we look at each other, go, all right, let's do this. Like as if we had planned it,
yeah.
which we had not. And
Right.
we got it. I live in the middle of the block, so I just like, I was parked right in front of my place. I was like, you know what? Let's just get our half of the block done.
Yep.
So, and he was parked right in front of me. So we go out there. He's just fucking breaking. It's fucking ice. He's breaking up ice with the one shovel. And then I come in with my shovel and off to the side, And then like maybe an hour and a half into this, like another one of the neighbors heard it, came out with his shovel. I was like, brother, you take the right side, I'll take the left side. And then we got down to somebody had, cleared out towards the end of the block. It was like, look, if we could just get down to that, we'll be good. And we cleared it out, and holy shit, we started like 9:30, ended around like 12:30, 12:45. And I was like, I went in, fucking, I sweated through like 3 fucking shirts because I'm layered to the gills, Got 2 long sleeves, a t-shirt, and I had my jacket on, my cousin Eddie hat, which
there it is.
Yeah.
I gotta come through with my film camera and get a photo of you with the robe and the cousin Eddie hat on with the fucking hose and shit, dude. That would be just choice.
Shitter's full. Yeah, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking feel this tomorrow. But I came in the house.
How were you, dude?
I peeled off the fucking 3 fucking layers of sweat clothes. I jumped in the shower, took a blazing hot shower.
Yeah, man.
And went out to do all the fucking duties I had to do for the day.
Duty.
And my goodness, it was and it still isn't that much better. I guess some people are afraid to come down my street, which is good. So that means that are dug out are still there. when Philly was, my street was made. It was made for horse and buggy.
Yeah. I was gonna say your street's pretty tight, isn't it?
All South Philly side streets are fucking tight.
I was just thinking about that. I was just even before the snow, like when we were talking last week, I was thinking, I'm like, fuck, Meanie's gonna be stuck for a while. Like, I can't even imagine just trying to navigate that on a regular day.
Yeah.
And no day, dude. Fuck that.
And we got it out, and then go back down the street and spot's still there. I'm like, oh well, there you go. So
yeah, dude, fuck all that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt from Dover says PennDoc's like, fuck that. Good luck.
Yeah. Again, a couple hours after we did all that, they finally plowed my street.
Oh,
I was like, of course they did.
Yeah.
And that's why I held off for like Monday, Tuesday. I was like, look, I'm going to shovel, and then they're going to come through and fucking plow. And it will have been all for naught. And I'm watching the videos. The plows are coming through and they're reburying the cars that just got dug out.
God, dude.
So it's like, why am I going to fucking, have to dig out twice?
Right. What's the point?
Let them plow, then I'll dig myself out. Never came. But luckily they plowed after I left. So, when I went back to my spot, I could just, cleared out that part and, did the old teeter-totter, back and forth and, made some grooves with the tires and got in. And it's crazy, man. It's Snowpacalypse in South.
Seriously. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, Snowpacalypse, bro. It's just, so streets are still getting dug out. And, we were supposed to get here as we record this on Sunday, February 1st. Some streets still haven't gotten dug out, and we were supposed to get another storm that it just hit the Carolinas. It's called like a bomb cyclone or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah, they were watching it. Courtney was telling me about it, and they said that it was like, they said it could have, if it would have landed this way, or if it would have pizza instead of French fried, we would have got like 20 inches of snow. And I'm like, I can't even imagine that. I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, it sucks, and I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, rubber nipples. Nope, don't like them.
Dude, I had my own fucking issue here in scenic Downingtown.
I can imagine.
It was, and I'll put the picture on the. I'll share the pictures to our Patreon page of Meanie and my blues here. But if you want to sign up today at patreon.com/mindofthemeanie. Tiers start at just $10 American, and if you would like to see the shit show that happened. So it snowed and it fucking would not stop snowing, right? So we live in a court here, and we have two parking spots. So there's one in front of the house where the van sits, and then my car sits on the other bank of, like, it's like a little jut out, right? A little cutout with a bunch of like parking spots. And every snowstorm, every one since we've lived here, my car, I swear to God, they do it purposefully because I have issues with the I'm sure you'd be surprised to find out that I am not a fan of the HOAs, and I have a fucking problem with the HOA every fucking month. And it's not purposeful. They just suck. They're terrible. And they plow this like snow in front of my car. And it's like right around the bend. And it's like, but it comes right in front of my car. This, I swear to God, it was taller than me. I'm 5'6", right? So this had to be at least like, I don't know, maybe not taller than me, but it was probably like a 5-foot mound of snow, and it's right in front of my car. And I'm going, there's no fucking way for me to move. It's like taking up half the car here. So luckily my neighbor came out, and she was shoveling her car, and she was like, listen, if we can dig a trench out, get a trench out and pull out, and you could pull into my spot here. And she was like, they've already plowed my spots, right? It took me 2 hours to dig out the trench. And keep in mind, y'all, you heard me last week. I had the flu. I was not feeling well. I had a fever. I was sick as a dog. I'm out there in the fucking 12-degree weather, digging this shit out of the fucking, and I made just enough. And it's hard too, because it was frozen already. So I couldn't, like, it's, there was no way I was getting a jersey for work. So I finally pulled the car in, and I sent a bunch of pictures to the HOA, and I was like, what's your plan on this? Because of course they send us emails about the kids sledding down the hills, right? Oh, be careful about the kids sledding down the hills and stay out of people's yards. This is what's important right now. Okay. So I wrote back. I was like, thanks so much. for the reminder, we'll keep it in mind. What's your plan on getting rid of the snow in front of my car here? Because this happens every fucking snowstorm. And she sends back some shitty response. She was like, well, it's not our responsibility to shovel between cars. And I wrote back, I was like, did you even read my I hate to be the Karen type about it, but like, I can't fucking get anywhere. I can't go anywhere.
Right.
And I was like, did you even read my email? Like, I'm not talking about in between my car. I already did in between my cars. I need you to move this giant fucking frozen pile of snow away from my car. Please.
The snow that you put there.
Right. I don't think, you all can tell me if you're wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm listening to this. I don't think it is that much of an ask to ask them to not do that. Because I purposefully do this because I'm a fucking obnoxious human being. I look at all the other corners in the neighborhood here in our court. None of them have a snowbank like that around the cars. So I was like, once is an accident. Like, I get it. Once is an accident. More than once is purposeful, or it's ignorance, or it's both. Like, you guys, like, it shouldn't be this fucking difficult. So my landlord called too. She was like, hey, did it get everything sorted out? I was getting ready to call him and rip him a new one. She was like, this is the third time it's happened since we've been on board. Because I send him pictures. I'm like, I'm not lying. Like, this is every fucking time we have a snowstorm. So.
You should stand in front of it with a newspaper, like a hostage.
Yes. Oh, dude, I sit out there, get all bundled up with a fucking lawn chair and just sit there, just wait.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
To prove the date, like here's 2017.
Yep.
It's 2018,
Dude, fuck, man. It was so bad. It was so bad. So we got folks from the pod squad here. Mass Sanity, our resident historian, the doctor is here. My lower back is ruined due to shoveling. Yeah, Meanie, how are you feeling, by the way? I can't even imagine, dude.
Bro, I've in my career of learning how to throw people, I just use my legs. Like, I squat down like I'm about to fucking blast a fart.
Yep.
And just, use my legs. We had a pretty good system where, like, he would stab the ice, my neighbor, and I would put the shovel in front of me with two hands like this and just rush with my legs and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get a good pile like about that.
Yeah.
And I would just stand up instead of leaning forward and leaning up. I would just stand up and then,
yeah.
So, like, it looks like a miniature version of what's going on in Russia right now. It looks like the, if you're doing a diorama, fucking little mini model of what happened in Russia, that's what my street looks like now. But,
oh, man.
Yeah. And I was waiting for somebody, because the frustration about South Philly is it snows, people shovel their fucking sidewalks, but they throw the snow in the middle of the fucking street, knowing good goddamn well that the plow isn't fucking coming.
Yeah.
And so cars can't pass. So we're out there fucking shoveling our cars out. I'm kind of putting it back on the pavement, but like in a hill, so there's still a path. And I was waiting for one motherfucker to come out and go, excuse me, could you not put snow on my fucking sidewalk? Brother, can you not put fucking snow in the fucking street so we can fucking drive?
Right. Dude, a couple of neighbors are like that over here too. I'm like, where the fuck do you want me to put this? I'm putting it in the grass. Like, where is it supposed to go? The plows are still coming through. Don't put it in the street. They're literally still coming. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. 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 But I've been on this street for 23 years, and like my newer neighbors are like, oh, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I've been on the street for almost 23 years, and I remember them plowing once, maybe, I used to have a neighbor across the street. He was a fucking wild dude, biker type, and he had a big fucking Ford Bronco. In middle of blizzard, he's out there with his truck just driving back he would drive to the end of the block, reverse, forward, reverse, so everybody would at least have a set of tracks to drive in.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was a good dude. He passed away. Unfortunately, he passed away. And one time he pulls up to, how it is in South Philly. You pull up to a house, you run in to grab something to go back to your car and drive away. So he pulls up in front of his house because there's no parking.
Nowhere to fucking park. No.
He's running in to get something, and somebody pulls up behind him and goes, with their horn. He looks out and goes, okay. He comes out with a pillow and a blanket, turns his car off, and lays down and goes to sleep in his back seat. Just to
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude.
This guy had a fucking guy, you could have waited like a couple minutes, you know?
Yeah.
You know, maybe the guy had to run in and take a shit, you know?
Right.
Oh, I can't find a parking spot. Let me go take a shit and I'll go back to parking.
Jesus.
He goes in, the car pulls right up. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pillow and a blanket.
Ugh.
Opens up his car, lays down the blanket, gets the pillow, shuts the thing, and goes to sleep.
God, dude.
Oh, I miss that guy.
Mass Sanity says, how do they plow the streets in Philly with the cars parked in the middle of the road?
You get plowed in, bro.
Yeah. That's it. They just plow. They literally just shovel it in.
Yeah, there's cars still parked in the middle of Broad Street, you know?
Yeah.
And Oregon Ave. I was driving down Oregon Ave. They're plowed in. You know, they could dig themselves out like big boys, you know? But, brother. Yeah, I felt it. You know, it felt like a good, like, all body workout. Like my shoulders were tight and my arms. But thank God just knowing to use my legs on a lot of shit. You know, my legs took, the brunt of it. But like I said, I hopped in that shower and took a blazing hot shower. And thank God for my detachable shower head.
For real. It hits all the right places.
Yes. But I took the detachable shower head and aimed it right at my fucking quads and my back of my legs. And it was just like, it was like pre-salting a sidewalk, you know?
Yeah.
Just, I was hitting it with the heat before it got a chance to tighten up, you know? And that's another thing we did. We went out and salted the sidewalk before the snow, which kind of helped, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Keen. He dropped by, friend of the show dropped by I guess it was the day before the storm. He gave us this big fucking bucket of salt. Nice. And it just, as I was shoveling, I was just throwing it down, man. Ours was the fucking cleanest walkway and sidewalk area, through the whole storm. So thank you, Joe. We appreciate you, good sir.
But when you're in a blizzard, you start fantasizing about better ways to remove snow. And I'm like looking at these people to get these electric fucking heaters that they put on their sidewalk like a blanket.
Oh yeah.
It's like, man, I'd do that, but somebody in South Philly would just fucking walk away with them.
Mm-hmm.
But Absolutely. Then there's the other thing I saw, which was kind of genius. People put a tarp over their car.
Yeah.
Put a tarp over the car, and they put a tarp down on their sidewalk and their driveways. So when the snow falls on it, they just grab the end and lift it off, and it comes right off.
It's not a bad idea.
Dude, it's fucking brilliant. What I did, like the days I couldn't move my fucking car, I just went out there, sat in there, and just cranked the fucking heat in the car. That way, like all the ice that was on my windshield and on the roof just melted like butter, and I was just able to push it off. But my goodness, just for the people who live in warm weather areas, I'm sure this is riveting. Hey, this is what we're going through.
Yeah. So, even the folks, I was talking to somebody in New Orleans the other day. They were saying that it's like 12 degrees down there. And when Malcolm and I were just down there, it was fucking warm as shit. It was like 75 degrees when we got off the plane.
So here's the deal. You know, people go, oh, global warming. It's global warming. What about global warming? Well, the problem with global warming is it's called global warming and not climate change, because that's, the climate is changing a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, when the fucking shit up north melts, it puts more moisture in your air. So when we get snow, the snow's going to be a little bit more fucking brutal. The summers are going to be a little bit more warm. The first person who complains about the heat in the summer is getting right in the nuts. Well, I'm going to drop to my knees like dust, gold dust, and punch him right in the nuts, you know?
Here's the thing about the climate change, global warming. The fact that we're having storms like this and the fact that it's this cold in Philadelphia, is also part of the entire situation. Just in case you were wondering. You fucking idiots.
Not to get on a fucking tangent, but
no, but still, it's like you can't possibly be that dense. The reason that it's this cold.
They can.
I mean, yeah, of course they can. But the reason it's this cold right now is because of that. That is a segment of this. Just open your science book and read, please.
Dude,
but
the burden of being 52 is you hear the same fucking jokes every year from the same fucking people. And it's like, here we go. Here comes the greatest hits.
Oh, good. We're rolling it out again. The worst people you know are about to make the worst fucking jokes you've ever heard. So I'm very excited by that. Very excited.
But that's my mini tangent. It could be worse. It could be. We could be in Russia. I saw that fucking stuff. I said, get that shit away from me. Fuck that.
Yeah. No, people jumping out of fucking the Russian government had to tell people. I'd laughed about this. I know it's not funny, but the Russian government had to tell people to stop jumping out of their windows into the snow because there were so many people doing it. Yeah. It's like, holy shit, dude. That's crazy. But
imagine jumping out, getting stuck, and then somebody jumps out their window and lands on you. It's like,
oh man.
Like the flying, they give you the flying butt pliers from Ren and Stimpy. You
know? Too many fucking people jumping in the pool at the same time. That's what happens. You get crushed. So, no, I mean, it's like I said, it's been the shits here, but good news. I'm reading the weather right now, and we may actually be above freezing this week. Tomorrow, at least here during the day in Downingtown, 32 tomorrow, 36 on Tuesday, 34 on Wednesday. And then all week it's going to be like just above that tipping point where it'll not freeze, but holy shit, man. And then Saturday is going to be 21 degrees with a low of fucking 8.
So you mean during the week I could wear my Speedo?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be cold at night, but you can still wear the Speedo. Yeah. Cling tenaciously to my buttocks.
I got one of those Borat fucking Johns, fucking in blue. In blue.
Of course, in blue. Yeah. My wife. Yeah. Courtney's downstairs.
I'm sure every wife in America hates that.
Dude, I was just going to say, she fucking hates it. And so I'd have the kids do it to her all the time. I watch. I'm going to do this loudly right now, and I can guarantee you I'm going to get a text about ugh. My wife. Wait for it.
Okay, wait for it.
It'll happen. But speaking of references on the show.
Hey, but before you get to that, I have to say, behind every man is a great woman rolling her eyes.
Meanie with a few Ren and Stimpy references today. Yes, we are trying to pepper them in as much as we can. I think we did it accidentally here.
I got stinky holes. His fucking teeth rot out of his head. I got stinky holes.
We should not have been watching that show as kids. I'm sorry. There's no reason I should have been 5 years old watching Ren and Stimpy.
God bless Billy West.
That's right. Oh, man, he's the best.
That's the guy I want to meet, Billy West. Dude, my favorite Billy West moment. And when he sat in with Stern, it was the fucking best.
Yeah, dude.
It was during the OJ trial. And Stern said, when they do, because they're about to wrap up the fucking OJ fucking thing. And Stern goes, they should write the verdict on a ball and throw it to him, And Billy West, as Judge Ito, goes, well, the defendant, please go deep. I laughed so hard at that, and it stuck with it to this day. In 2026, I'll hear that line in my head and just randomly giggle out loud. And Tracy goes, "Why?" I was like, "Nothing."
Yeah, Judge Ito. It's nothing. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I'll be in the store. Like I was at the Royal Farms yesterday, the day before, and Safety Dance was playing.
Nice.
And the first thing I thought in my head was Sulu Dance.
Yeah.
The classic Sal and Richard Christie bit. And
that was Kid Chris.
Oh, that was Kid Chris that did Sulu Dance.
Yeah, Kid Chris.
No shit.
He was like a satellite of the Howard Stern show. He would do bits and send them in, and randomly they would play some of his stuff. So he sent in Sulu Dance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I must have maybe I knew that. I maybe forgot, but no, man,
it happens.
It's been 20 some years since the first time I've heard Sulu Dance, and I'm still, every time I hear Safety Dance, it's Sulu Dance. Like
Sulu Dance. Everybody shit your pants.
Thank you very much. Yeah, dry oatmeal.
Oh my.
Oh my. There is nothing better. I think that might be my favorite Stern stuff is George Takei. George Takei rhymes with okay.
I like to touch.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Dry oatmeal.
Dry oatmeal. Mass Sanity says Billy West and Jackie Martling were both guests on the Fun for All Ages podcast recently. No shit. Jackie the joke,
please
man.
send me a link.
Yeah,
Please
me too, man. I'd love to check it out.
Put it in our private Facebook.
Yeah, in the old Facebook group, John.
The worst would be like when they're reading the news and there's something really tragic and Fred would hit the Jackie laugh.
There's Jackie like, Jesus Christ, I didn't do that. What the hell's the matter with you? Yeah.
There's a good Jackie documentary called Joke Man. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch it.
I would love to, man.
I think it might be on Amazon Prime, but man, those years were killer, man.
Yeah,
Artie wasn't too bad, but fucking Jackie, Fred, Robin, and Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was the dream team right there.
Yeah, and man, I love the Stern Show, but if you were trying to listen to him on a commute, sometimes it was brutal if you caught him right at the beginning of a commercial.
Oh God, yeah,
like a half hour fucking long and
45-minute commercial blocks, dude.
Yeah, and you're like wanting to fucking listen to something entertaining on the way to work it's like, oh God damn.
You'll hear me on sometimes if well, you can't hear it when we start the show because on our StreamYard it blocks out, like it mutes us when the intro's running. But I don't know if it's a Stern thing or if it's Chad Ginsburg from CKY, but one of the two, maybe both of them. But when we would start the shows, we would go, yeah, and like it's Stern does that. Like he's like, yeah, and it became my thing on my radio show in college, where every time the song would, yeah. It's just like jump in, like, what the fuck's the matter with me? What the hell am I doing here? That's a Stern send up.
What I loved about the old Stern Show, and this is something I kind of wanted to do with the podcast, and just never did it, but like they would just play montages before like the actual show would start, like old montages from old bits or musical performances in the studio or clips from movies. It's just Fred fucking just freestyling, with clips, and then the Rob Zombie, track would kick in, and then like, hey now, but that, it'd be times, say I'm coming back from a show or driving from somewhere, and it's like about 6 a.m, catching the Stern Show as it's kicking off was
dude, really
cool. And there was a time where I was living out in California for a little bit, and California would get the show at 3 a.m. It would start at 3 a.m. but like when it hit 6, it would kick over and restart for the people going to work and stuff like that. But it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool,
I was just thinking, I know I've told the story a couple of times on the show, but I have the rare privilege of being probably one of like 3 people Fred Norris has ever spoken to during the show.
Really?
Going to I told my buddy Jeff was the trainer, and we went to the Stern Show. I think it was 2002 or 2003.
Yeah.
And Flaffa Flea Flo was there, and his teeth are as big as they look on photographs. Wonderful guy though. Gary's great. It's one of the few times in my life where I was like, I really wish I had a disposable camera. Like I really wish I had brought one, because I met everybody but Howard. He never leaves the studio.
Right.
And Artie was shit-faced drunk. He had lost a shit ton of money on like NCAA basketball or something. And he comes out, and I'd say, I'm like, hey, Artie, what's up? What's up, motherfucker? And I'm like, oh my God, you're wasted, dude. Like you should probably go lay down. And then Fred came out. He was going to, I guess, to use the restroom or going to the room. He's like, hey kid, how's it going? I was like, hey, Fred, how are you? Good. Enjoying the show? Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. And walked by.
Yeah.
And I was like, did that just happen? Like, because Fred doesn't, long-time listeners to the show, Fred doesn't talk to anybody.
No.
And he comes back out. He goes, okay, kid, enjoy the rest of the show. I was like, thanks. Talk to you soon. I was like, did that just happen? Was that real? Is that Fred?
Of course, Fred stole the scene in Private Parts when the bus pulls away and he's standing there with 2 boxes under his arm, just like, fucking great.
Man, so good. I wonder what an interview with him would sound like on a podcast. Yeah. It's okay. So
Yeah.
Fred, you ask him all these questions. Like, yeah, it was cool. Oh, great. Oh boy.
Just like it's a deposition, you know.
I don't recall. But before we get into our favorite segment of the show here, I want to thank you and Fred, thank you for being here, everybody, this morning on this lovely Sunday. Yeah. I actually got a chance to release some news this past week for 2K26.
I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but I'm going to use that line next time I have to go to the bathroom. I got to release some news.
Hit the you got the 6ABC there button there, John?
Go ahead.
Breaking news into 6ABC's news desk. Meanie blew up the toilet.
Yeah.
There's a appearance of squid ink in the toilet. But yeah, 2K26 is coming out, and our favorite wrestler, Chick Magnet Punk, is going to be on the front cover of the video game. And I need to know, sir.
Yes.
I need to know, because it's important.
Mm-hmm.
When are we getting Blue Meanie in 2K26 or 2K27? I need it.
We need the pod squad to pester the fine folks at respectfully pester.
Yes.
Fine folks at 2K. You know,
we need it. I need this.
I mean, I need it.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a WWE video game since, was it No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000? So that'd be awesome. I mean, hey, New Jack was my hope. They got Sandman one year, New Jack the next year. Hey man, how about a little Blue Meanie action? You know.
Listen, I'm gonna say we're gonna. I have some connects. I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, just a question. Suppose I know a legend from WWE.
Hey,
how would you get about going in the game?
They're coming out with the Attitude Era pack, and Job Squad were in the Attitude Era.
Listen, it all connects. All connects. Just saying. I'd like to see it. So nope.
Yeah, I was very fortunate, man. I was part of ECW's hottest era, and I was part of the Attitude Era. You know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh, magic times, crazy times, but magic times.
I'm still waiting for the Blue Meanie action figure from Mattel as well. So
get a BW03 pack, man.
Listen, I'm just saying, Stevie Nova, Meanie, all in a row there. That would be fucking incredible. I'm just saying, I would love this. So listen, with the Pod Squad, anybody listening,
as they say, we are toyetic.
Anybody listening, please reach out to our friends at Mattel, reach out to our friends at 2K, and let's get the blue guy in the game.
Yeah, man. I also want a big rubber guy from oh
yeah,
Cardona and the Myers.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That would be great. No Mercy, best game ever.
Yeah. Have you seen all the mods that have come out? You know, people modding that game.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty sick, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Mass Sanity says, if you were in No Mercy, you're in the best game that WWE has, so you're good. Yeah. I mean, this is a fucking common theme. Like people that I know who don't regularly watch wrestling, who play video games, always mention two games. It's the WCW NWO game that has Raven on the cover.
Revenge.
Thank you. And No Mercy.
Yeah.
Like clockwork. Every time you talk about it. Oh, yeah, Blue Meanie. He was in No Mercy.
I have to fix up a rumor that I perpetuated. Not I perpetuated, but I carried on. Like, Raven was on the cover of Revenge, and somebody had told me that he took people from the video game out to a strip club, and that's how I got on the cover. That is not how he got the cover.
That's not how it happened. Yeah.
I said this in that early episode of Mind of the Meanie, which was unfortunate. I felt really bad, you know, when I found out that wasn't the case. But it sounds like a cool, like a smart thing, like an Eddie Haskell type thing to do. Like,
sure,
yeah, I would have done it. Hey, I want to get in this video game. What can I do? All right, yeah. But yeah, that never happened. They just were fans of Raven. So
I was gonna say, I think it was something like he was like the guy who made the game, like loved Raven, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know how the fucking, you know, the grapevine works. Somebody tells you something and it becomes something else. So yeah, I felt really bad. I was like, shit.
Oh man, we got Massanate says, I want an AWA He-Man style Meanie toy. Yes. I would love that. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I can't remember what regular air smells like.
Well, I'm going to show you my favorite Blue Meanie here. Hold on one second. All right, this one right here. This one's my favorite. This is the
Yeah.
Mind of the Meanie action figure right here. And
Awesome.
yeah, this one just sits up nicely, neatly on my shelf here. Is it weird looking at yourself as a toy? Like, I've never made a toy of myself. I had the Wrestle Buddy that sold out pretty quickly, but we need one of these.
I sometimes I look at myself and I don't realize it's me.
Yeah.
It's weird. You know?
I like the beard though. The beard is choice.
Yes. They did a great job on that.
They really did. Who was this that did this? Was this Cella?
Yes.
This is a nice one. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I don't even think Cella's around, but I would love to see if we could.
Yeah,
do this
Cello
again.
sold to something else and became something else. But
Yeah. Listen, we want some. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm going to throw it out there again in the universe. I'm going to give you some Pierce here.
I can't remember what regular air smells like.
We're going to throw a fart on that one. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make 2026 the year that means back in these games. All right, he's got a place on the website in the alumni section. Let's fucking go, okay? Respectfully. So I'm gonna make a couple calls. Gonna go a couple people, 2, 3 things. Mass Sanity. I know you know some people too. Let's figure it out. But now, very excited. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up with that as well. So I can't talk about it yet, but I will when the time is right, and I will keep you posted as to what's going on there. But Meanie,
yes,
I have a question, sir. Kind of an important one, I think.
I hope it's good.
It is. I hope so too. I mean, I practice, I stand in the mirror and I focus and I try to ask it as best as I can. Are you ready to ask Meanie?
I would love to. It's time to ask Meanie anything. Ask me something.
That man is farting loudly.
Don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag #AskMeanie, and you may hear them on the program. Meanie, what are you sipping on today, good sir?
Oh yeah, I actually remembered to bring it up, and I'll probably be rocking with this for a couple weeks. Polar Black Cherry.
Nice.
Whoa, Black Cherry. Bang, bang, bang.
I have one of these. I have the cheap shit from Aldi. It's the Sparkling Frost Pink Grapefruit. I could sure go for a Baby Ruth at this moment, though. Baby Ruth. Let's big. I saw. Wait, before we crack them, I gotta ask, is this? I saw Mrs. Meanie's post about Big Deborah, and I loudly exclaimed, "Big Deborah!" when I saw
Big Deborah. They got the Nutty Buddy gimmicks.
Oh, that's right. They're like the circular things, right? They're like the fudge round johns. How were they?
Fucking fantastic.
Of course they were. Of course.
Yeah. Edible sex.
Big Deborah. All right, let's crack these.
Big Deborah.
All right, we're gonna crack these here in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Mass Sanity. I literally did the same thing. I just yelled it. And Mrs. Goober's like, "What the fuck's the matter with you?" I was like, "You don't understand. You don't get it." Cheers, beers, everybody. Hope you're sipping on something good wherever you are. Cheers, beers, pinkies up.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. That's good stuff.
It's amazing now. Drink that like I drink beer.
Right? I feel like I'd be in pain. Drinking this is a different experience. It's like drinking Smirnoff Ice when I drink these. If I chug this, I'd be in serious pain.
Oh, absolutely. That little air bubble that makes you think, am I having a heart attack?
I feel like I'm dying right now. This is terrible. We got 2 good questions for us here. Matt from Dover wants to know, who do you think Roman Reigns is picking for his championship match at WrestleMania 42?
I don't know, man. I'm sure he wants, his belt back. They held for so long, but I can see him going after Punk.
Yeah.
I don't think he hasn't held that belt yet. So,
yeah,
I think that belt's starting been picking up steam and getting credibility. People fighting for it. So, if Roman goes after Punk's belt, I can see that, or something. Maybe something happens where there's some kind of 3-way or something like that, because Elimination Chamber's coming up too. So,
yeah,
we shall see. We shall see.
I'd be surprised to see them run back the triple threat setup that they did last year, but I would not be mad at either choice though. Like if Drew is carrying the belt into WrestleMania, I don't know if I would necessarily be mad about seeing him and Roman fight at Vegas. I don't know what the long-term story plan though is for Roman. Like I don't necessarily know if I'm excited to see him like win the championship again. I don't think he needs it.
Right.
But I think if it's Punk, right? If Punk holds the title into Mania, I think I'd rather see Roman and Punk fight for the big gold, and I think Punk keeps it.
Yeah.
I don't think Roman goes over in that match. I think that's how I would book it. But I'm not a booker. I've never worked in the industry, but I think I'd rather see Roman and Punk again. But thank you for the question, good sir. Mass Andy's got a good one here, and this will round out the show for us this week. I realized that I've never seen AJ Styles wrestle in person. Who are the biggest stars of our era that you've never seen in person?
That's a great fucking question.
Yeah, man.
So I've seen most of them. I've seen Flair, I've seen Hogan. Maybe Piper. I've met Piper. Well, no, I've seen him do a Piper's Pit in person. But that's a great question because I went to a couple WrestleManias. I went to a lot of NWA, WCW. Man, that's a good one. Let me think. I've seen the Road Warriors. I've seen Nick Bockwinkel.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Give me a couple more seconds while I brain fart here.
I was going to say I'll answer this too as well, Mass Andy.
Yeah.
While you're thinking, my dad took me and Matt from Dover and David from Quakertown. He took us to see our first wrestling match at the Spectrum in 1993. So I got to see Owen Hart wrestle. I got to see Randy Savage and Razor Ramon wrestle. But we did not go to any matches during the Attitude Era. We did not go to any shows. So I missed Stone Cold. I missed The Rock. I missed Hogan wrestle. I never saw Hogan wrestle live. Kevin Nash, never seen him wrestle live. I saw The Rock wrestle eventually in Philadelphia, during WrestleMania 40. But I still have yet to see Austin wrestle. Was last year the year he drove the RV into the ATV into the ring thing when he was riding around on the ring and he ran it into the post there?
Yeah.
But yeah, never saw any of those guys. But I feel lucky now, like these days doing the media stuff. Like I've seen like everybody, right? Like not just the guys at WWE, but I've seen like Kenny Omega and Okada, the Young Bucks, like Mercedes Moné. Like I've seen him. I feel lucky that I've been able to see the stars of today wrestle, which I think is great. But
I guess I would have to say, and he wrestled in the Philly area doing independence.
Yeah.
I never saw Bruiser Brody in person.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, because he there's independents in the area that used him, in the 80s. I never got this chance to see Bruiser Brody, which it's a shame,
Yeah. It's a shame his career within his life was cut short. I'm sure I can't even imagine what he would have done. Imagine him not even just in like the more gimmicky era of the of WWF or WCW even, but like imagine him during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
That would have been.
He could have came in the ECW,
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Holy shit. Could you imagine Bruiser Brody and New Jack?
Yeah.
Whew.
Abby was in ECW for a couple appearances,
Yeah. Shut up and take my money. Holy shit, man. And Matt.
ECW even had the original Sheik.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Matt from Dover reminding me. Yes, we did see Chick Magnet wrestle in 2009. He was the original world heavyweight champion, and he wrestled Jeff Hardy at Night of Champions. We sat a couple rows back from the very front row.
Nice.
We got to see that match. That was a lot of fun. Got to see Jericho and a young Cody Rhodes that night too. So nice. I think Matt, if I remember correctly, I think the triple threat for the main title was Triple H, John Cena, and Randy Orton. But correct me if I'm wrong. But Mass Entity checking me here. Brody, yeah, words are hard. Bruiser Brody was already 42 at the time of his death. I don't know how much he could have done in the late 90s. Yeah, I guess maybe. What year did he pass?
89.
Let me see. I'm gonna Google this shit.
88, 89.
Let's see.
He could have came in for a run with Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, 1988. Yeah. So I could have seen that though.
He was looking to buy into the Puerto Rico, and no, he could. I could have seen him come in WWF and having a little money run with Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, as like as a heel. Yeah, maybe they would have done him like the Bushwhackers, like cleaned him up a little bit as far as like the violent aspect of what he
Well,
did.
they wanted him to come in and be a Viking, and that's where we got John Nord coming in.
Oh my God! Wait, was that supposed to be Bruiser Brody? Was the Berserker?
The Berserker, they wanted Brody to come in to be a fucking Viking, but they couldn't get Brody, so they got John Nord to come in and do the Berserker gimmick.
No shit.
That's why he was doing the huss, just like fucking Brody.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've never connected the dots.
And Nord and Brody tagged in the AWA for a second too.
I wonder, was there any heat from Nord?
I don't know.
From Brody? Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Berserker was a few years later though, wasn't he? That's what Mass Entity is saying. I wonder, but I don't know.
When I read some of the audiobooks I've just been listening to, they said, there was talks of wanting to bring, maybe it was the Gorilla Monsoon book. I heard it, maybe, but they just the fact that Nord did it a couple years later doesn't mean they didn't want it when Brody was still alive.
Right, like maybe Vince had it. Maybe Vince had it in his mind and was like, "Oh well, Brody's gone. Let me save this for a little bit and then repackage it."
Yeah, they just saddled it.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for sitting in with us here today, good friends, and appreciate your questions. That was a great couple of questions here today. Don't forget to tweet them at us using the hashtag #AskMeanie, and you may hear them on the program. But good sir,
that man is farting loudly.
That's not the right button. This one here, good sir.
Oh yeah.
Where can we keep up to date with all things blue when they're not listening to the program?
If you would like to follow the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Blue Meanie BWO, wherever you get your social media input or intake. If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Blue Meanie. If you'd like to support Mind of the Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Don't forget, February 21st and 22nd, I will be at For the Love of Wrestling 6 in Manchester, England at the BEC Manchester Arena. Get your autograph tickets, picture tickets, and most importantly, the after party tickets at fortheloveofwrestling.co.uk. That's fortheloveofwrestling.co.uk. Shout out to Josh Thornton at madcarebeardcare.com. Get the blue spruce beard oil or balm. Josh rounds up the kitties in his neighborhood, takes them to the vet, and releases them back better than he found them. So if you're a cat lover like myself, go to madcarebeardcare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles. Ultra Pro Wrestling contains not only original characters by the amazing Hal Haney, but many real world wrestlers, including myself and many others who have yet to be announced. For more information, go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. That's ultraprowrestling.com. Or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. The figure collections, Bone Crushing Wrestlers Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1s can be ordered right now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Type Blue Meanie in the search bar. Get regular Blue Meanie or BWO Blue Meanie. Either way, there is no wrong choice. To have the Blue Meanie on your podcast, go to podstars.net. That's PODSTRZ.net. Register your podcast, book the blue guy, and let's have a conversation over there at podstars.net. And cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Please book through the site. Don't book through the app. The app takes way too much of your hard-earned money. I've done a few over the couple weeks, and just seeing the feedback is rewarding in itself. So let's make somebody stay a little bit brighter over at cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. But most importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you, sir?
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. You can also find me over at Foundation Radio at foundationradio.net and youtube.com/@FoundationRadioPod. We're getting ready to relaunch that very soon. We're going to be combining Culture Pop and Foundation Radio, working with my good dear friend Paul Brown on getting everything ready to go there. So I'll have some news on that coming up soon. Not just wrestling anymore, but also Hollywood TV and a whole lot more. So keep it tuned for that. And don't forget to check out my work at the Sportster at thesportster.com. Check out everything I got going on. My interview with Daria Ray is live now. The former Sonya Deville and also Booker T and everybody else that we've talked to in the past year is up there live. Shout out to the homies at the 10th Ward Barbershop in downtown Lawrenceville, in the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Don't forget to check out Kane, Jordan, and the rest of the team at 10th Ward Barbershop.com. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on at Casa DeMeanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Don't forget to go to Patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Tiers start at just $10 American, and you can join us each and every week and see us here live in our beautiful faces, unshaved, uncouth in the eyes of the Lord, and you can see us talk each and every week. Don't forget to go to YouTube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. Just watch all episodes dating back to the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2022. And don't forget to follow all social media forms here. Wow, words are really difficult right now. Let me try that again. Don't forget to follow the show on all forms of social media at Mind of the Meanie. Jesus, Mary, Casey, and JoJo, sir. Not a good day for Goober talking.
What is happening?
So don't forget to check us out there. We want to thank you for being a part of the show each and every week. And Meanie, I want to thank you, sir, for being here every single week. We appreciate you. Same bat time, same bat channel next week for the Blue Meanie. I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip to the mind of the Meanie. Peace.
Stay warm.
Blue World Order.
This episode of Mind of the Meanie is hosted and executively produced by the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard. It was mixed and engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional narration is provided by the executive voice, Sam Krebs. That's me. Our intro music was performed by the Swamp Candles. Our outro music was performed by Chikara. Additional musical accompaniment is performed by Enrichment. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or X or whatever, at Mind of the Meanie, and become part of the Pod Squad by going to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Find our entire show archive at mindofthemeanie.com. This has been a Butts Carlton media production. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
That was Blue Meanie's brain out.